explain NumPy and NumPy functions. In that, I will explain array creation and manipulation functions, then NumPy random module functions, last array operations. So first we see what is NumPy. So basically NumPy stands for numerical Python. So it is a powerful Python library used for numerical and mathematical operations. To use NumPy, we first need to import it. So import NumPy as np. Execute. So this line import NumPy and give in the short name as np, which is commonly used. First we will see what is array creation and manipulation functions. In that there is a 5 function. So let's start. Let's start with np.arange. So np.arange, it is used to create a sequence of numbers. It works similar to Python range functions, but the main difference is that it returns a NumPy array instead of a list. Here an example of np.arange. So here first 1 is the starting value and 10 is the ending value and 2 is the step size. So let's execute this code. Here NumPy start from 1 and keep adding 2 until it reaches less than 10. Next is np.around. np.around is used to round decimal values to a given number of decimal places. This function is very useful when we want clean and readable output. So let's see the example of np.around. First we take the variable arr, then np.array. In that we take array. We are taking floating values. 2.678. We take another variable called result. In that np.around function and pass arr variable. We want only 2 decimal places, so we are giving 2 here. Next is print statement. Pass variable result. Let's execute. Here it take only 2 decimal points, 23, 27. It round. So this is a np.around. Next is np.linspace. It is used to generate evenly spaced number between 2 values. Instead of step size, we specify how many values we want in linespace. So let's see the example of linespace. Take a variable called arr, then np.linspace function. We are giving starting value 1, ending value 10. Step size and print statement. So let's execute. So NumPy divide the range from 1 to 10 into 5 equal parts. So this function is very useful in graph plottings and mathematical analysis. Next is np.eyes. So it is used to create matrix with 1 on the diagonal and 0 elsewhere. So this type of matrix is commonly used in linear algebra. So let's see the example of. First we take variable, then np.function and pass 3 matrix and Here this create a 3 into 3 matrix with diagonal element and 1, and all the others values are 0. Next is np.identity. So it is very similar to np.eye. It is used to create a square identity matrix. So let's see the example. Array 1 variable np dot identity function passing 3 and print statement. Here this also create a 3 into 3 identity matrix. The main difference is that np identity is strictly used for square matrix. So both are same, but the minor difference is it's strictly used for a square matrix. So this is np identity function. Next is random modules. So random modules, these are the functions are used to generate random numbers, which is very important in machine learning and testing. So first is np.random.randint function. So it generate random floating points numbers between 0 and 1. So let's see the example of this. First we take variable, then take function random module and rand function. In that we pass 3 and print statement. Let's execute. So output will be changed every time because the values are random. So let's execute again. Here values are changed every time when you execute. Next is return function. So it generates a random integer values in a given range. So let's see the example of this. First we take the variable, then np dot random module, then randint function. 1 is the starting value, 10 is the end value, and 5 is the step size. Print statement. So it generates 5 random numbers or integers between 1 and 10. Next is a random function. It generates numbers from a standard normal distribution. So let's see the example of this. First we take the variable, then np dot random module and rand function. In that we pass 4 and print statement. Let's execute this. So these values can be positive or negative. Next is random function. So random function generates random floating values between 0 and 1. So let's see the example of this. First we take the variable, then np dot random module and random function. We pass the value and print statement for printing result and execute. So it works similar to rand function, but it uses different function name. First is np.append. So it used to add element to an existing array. So let's see the example. First we take an array, np.array. In that we are taking 3 values, 1, 2, 3. Suppose you want to add 4th value in that. For this we are taking an another variable called new ARR, and then np.append function passing ARR variable, and suppose you want to add fourth value, that is 4, and print statement, that is new ARR variable, and let's execute. Here it add 4 as a fourth value. It used to join multiple array into one array. So let's see the example of this. First we take variable, in that we take first array, values are 1 and 2. Let's take another array and another variable, np.array, and values are 3 and 4. Then print statement and function on connect. That function concatenate to array let's execute this code. So here the output, it combined two array, that is first is 1 and 2, second is 3 and 4. It combined into one array. Next is sort function. So it arrange element in ascending orders. So let's see the example of this. First we take a variable, then take an array, in that we take random values like 5, 4, 8, 6, 9, 2. Then print statement, in that np.sort function and pass variable array, and let's execute. Here it sort the array in ascending order, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Next is np.flip, that is flip function. It reverses the order of element. So let's see what is flip function. Let's take a variable array, then take array, we are taking 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then print statement, in that np.flip function and pass variable array. So let's execute. So it flipped the array. First we pass 1, 2, 3, 4, then it flipped to the 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is np flip function.